Ladies and gentlemen, do you like to take a little bit of a gamble? Because I'm gonna tell you, this probably is not the smartest thing to be doing.
You're right.
But it is the beginning of garage sale and spring cleaning season here in Minnesota, and there's a gentleman who has a PS2 lot with a bunch of games. I cannot see what any of the games are. He said 70 bucks. There's a ton of people in line. I said, you know what? I'll round up to $80 just because I'm confident that I can get my money back out. Plus, it's also easier to pull out 20s from the ATM. So we are rushing on our way right now to go and scoop this, and it's either gonna be a miracle or it's gonna be a dud. So gamble time, ladies and gentlemen. Cross our fingers. Let's hope we can get lucky. How's it going? Good. Had a garage sale, looks like.
Yeah, we're getting ready for one.
Yeah, I am quite excited for garage sale season so I can add to the collection.
Oh, sure.
So no, I appreciate you.
Yeah.
Just take a peek.
What it's worth, I just threw a price on there.
Oh no, you're good. I already got a system. I just like to collect the games because this was my childhood console, and I like to find more titles that I just don't have. Thank you for holding it.
Yep.
Appreciate you.
Okay, I gotta show you this quick. There's no way. Oh my god.
So this is me editing here. I basically went to the back of the car to quickly pull out what I thought was Wild Arms 5 at first glance, because I'm not gonna lie, when I was recording and making the deal and picking up his collection, I had pure googly eyes over all of the PS2 stuff. It is my favorite console of all time. When I saw that, I mistaken it for 5, but I'm still more than happy. And yes, in post-production, I can see what you're seeing. But in the moment, I did not get to see this beauty until I got back home. To pick up Wild Arms 3 and the rest of the box we will deep dive when we get back home. We got more pickups to go grab. Ladies and gentlemen, we are on our way to go get pickup number 2. These are 4 Sega Master System games. It's not the craziest deal, but it's still a great pickup. We are at about a 50% margin. It's a little bit of a drive, but I'm making the drive just because you normally do not see Master System stuff out in the wild. So this is kind of a must grab, so stay tuned. Wasn't sure where to meet you at.
Yeah.
So 25 for you.
I don't even know what was listed.
It was just 4 games. I'm gonna sell off the sports titles, but I wanted the other 2 for the collection.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We sold everything else. I didn't know we still had them. We sold the rest last year. I had like 20 games on the console, but
oh, it must have been
most of that stuff went on eBay.
Yeah.
Right.
Thank you. Yep. So I noticed right after I got done picking up the Sega Master System games, there was a thrift store right across the street, and I decided, since I was in a new area for the first time, might as well stop in and see what they got, and surprisingly came across a PS2 game for $1, and they also had Driver on the PS1 for $4, so together basically you're paying $2.50 per game. They're nothing crazy, but honestly, thrift stores recently have been terribly dry with inventory, or they've been pulling everything for Goodwill finds or eBay, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's a business and they're trying to profit as much as they can. It was just kind of nice seeing something for once in a thrift store that you could actually get a little bit of a bargain on. And then these comics here. I can't lie though too, this The Living Vampire has a pretty freaking sick cover. I'm a big comic fan. I used to have a pretty big comic collection back in the day, but I sold most of it. But my uncle owns a record store and comic store in Forest Lake, Minnesota called Remix. I've done some video work for him, so actually, besides the vampire comic that I just thought was way too cool, I'm basically picking these up for him so then he can have some store inventory, but it is tempting to keep them. I love the artwork way too much. We're back home. You guys briefly saw in the car because I had to pull over. At this point, I wanted to do a little bit something different since this was the first time I kind of did a mystery box buy in a sense. I basically went through, started pulling out all the titles. There was a lot of filler. There was one Vita title. It was like Lego Movie. There was a couple miscellaneous, and then finally we got to something decent. All right. No, Adrian, I'm sorry. Yes. Oh my god. Okay, sorry. Oh, it's missing the manual. Which I got a copy on eBay. No way though. Okay, hang on. This is a crazy game though. Fatal Frame 2. I've always wanted this in the collection, and it sucks because it's a little water damaged. Oh, I'm gonna freaking, oh my god, but that's crazy though. This is like $100 game. It's up there. It's 80, $100. No way. Sorry, I wasn't expecting this. The disc actually looks freaking great though. Okay, we're setting that aside. Now that we got some of the better stuff laid out, let's take a little bit more of a deep dive into this $80 pickup, starting off with the PS2 console. We have Fatal Frame 2, you guys saw this earlier. We have Champions Return to Arms. Wild Arms 3, I've gotten this a couple times. Lupin, the third, first time I've ever seen that. Aliens vs. Predator, same thing, I've actually had this a few times. Fear Effect and Final Fantasy for the PS1. Lego Movie Vita game, don't really see that too often. The rest of the bulk I actually sold off on Facebook for $120. I paid $80, the value is about $350. Moving into the next pickup, there's a little bit of various comics, but the main meat of it was the Sega Master System games. My favorite of the two is Time Soldiers. I don't know why, there's just something about this. I really dig the artwork. I don't see this stuff out in the wild, so it was kind of fun to go and pick up. There's not too much crazy value to it, but once again, it was worth the pickup to me. Paid $25. It's a value of about $70. And that pretty much wraps up today's episode. Let me know what was your favorite item from today's pickup down below in the comments. Otherwise, ladies and gentlemen, I will see you all on the next flip. Stay tuned.